Hey everybody, it's Joey, Value TCG. Hope everyone is having a good day, a good week, good weekend. So today I'm going to be doing an overview of a lot of card price movements that we've seen, not super thematically tied together, but definitely a lot of stuff has been moving up and down. So we're going to be talking about that today. Obviously, this is not a midweek card price overview that I typically do because I am making this on a weekend, and I believe I'll be posting this on Sunday. But I'm going to be away next week for work, so I'm just going to get a couple of videos put together just so that you guys have something to look forward to. And I'm not just like disappearing um, for a week. But before I do that, I do want to announce the winners for my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. So congratulations to C Omega 3383 and Edgar Allan Poe 7316. Congratulations, you guys. Send me an email at valuetcg4@gmail.com and I will be we'll do a quick little check of, you are who you are on YouTube, and then yeah, we'll get something sent over to you right away. So half a booster box of OP08. Exciting stuff. So congratulations to you guys. Hopefully both of you guys get something good. But I would be curious to see who gets, the better of the half, right? Anyways, so first of all, today, just moving on to kind of like the main theme of the video today. Actually, like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks, guys. So to go into the main theme of the video today, so I want to talk about, first of all, Booster Box OP09, Emperors in the New World. And this one is surprising to me because One Piece card prices have not been super, super strong. But you see that even after the reprint, of which we got in like January, February, some like early February, late January timeframe, even with the reprint, prices have really moved up a lot. So current lowest verified booster box gold star seller, $158 from, who is that? Vin King. Vin King. So he has just a couple of booster boxes, and after that, oh yeah, he had Gamer's Choice, right? Gamer's Choice, they are massive LGS, online LGS. I buy from them pretty often, actually. So you hit this wave of inventory, but that's a really good price. As in, it's not too cheap and not too expensive. You guys remember around this time last year, OP05, this sucker was around $280 to $300 a booster box. So at 156, 158 dollars a booster box, this is a really good price. I think it should make both collectors happy, collectors and players happy, I should say. So 158, you could probably find this still for 155 from LGSs. You're not paying shipping oftentimes if you're matching a dollar amount, and then you're not paying taxes if you're living in another city or another state. They don't charge you taxes. Obviously, I am not. I'm not saying you shouldn't pay your taxes because I think everyone's supposed to, like, you know, um, do some type of reporting at the end of the year to pay taxes on this, on online purchases from another state. So I'm not saying avoid taxes, but what I'm saying is at least you get a loan from the IRS because you don't have to pay that until the end of the year. If you do choose to pay it, Again, not recommending one way or another here. But there's a lot of. It seems like we have a pretty large deficit in spending, $1.8 trillion. So maybe the government might need a little bit more money right these days. Anyways, moving onwards, I'm entirely digressing. I could probably go on a massive tangent about our budget deficit, but I will not do that today. That might be for another video. So I want to be talking about this card right now, Hina from Starter Deck 06. So I'm actually going to be talking about 3 cards from Starter Deck 06. And as you can tell, card price, this used to be like a $20 card, right? It was absolutely crazy. And then it dropped with the reprints as it should and went all the way down to like, I guess this is on. All right, yeah, so that's a lot better. So this went all the way down to like $3.25. Now it's closer to, what is that? $7 shipped with tax. About 770, so almost $8 for this card. It's pretty crazy, right? It is pretty crazy that card prices have this card has started to move back up. I wonder if it has to do with the potential unban of Sakazuki, the leader from OP05. I think there's a lot of rumors about that, and that's partially why we're starting to see other black cards move up. So, for example, the ban list, unban list, I should say, is why that we're starting to see potentially some of these cards move up. So I'm going to start with this one actually. So Great Eruption. Remember, this was a $20 card as well at one point. Absolutely crazy. So glad they reprinted this. But look at this, guys. At one point, this was under $1. Now the Great Eruption is now up to close to. You have one copy at $3 for $4.27 shipped. Actually, maybe closer to $5 shipped if you add in taxes. Now this copy is $3.80 for once this copy sells from Yata's Crypt. One copy, you have 4 copies at $3.80. So what's that? It's over $5 shipped. So absolutely crazy. This is starting to move back up. This card, Navy HQ, also from Starter Deck 06, moving up from. I don't think this was ever really all that expensive. Yeah, this was a $1 card. Now it's $3.66. Let's just look at some of the flow through here. Yeah, tons of flow through on a daily basis. There's a lot of speculation. People are trying to, mostly buying in play sets of 4. So just in case that this becomes a really, really expensive card in the future and in demand. I wonder how many of these are in a Starter Deck 06. And if I had one lying around, I used to have one just kind of on my floor lying around in my very messy room. I would be able to just flip to the back. Let's see if we could just Google this right now. Starter Deck 06. I want to make sure that you guys get the best information. So Starter Deck 06 card list. I don't know if this one shows it to me. It does not. So dumb that the One Piece website doesn't tell you the number of cards that are in a starter deck. They just tell you the cards that are in the starter deck, but the number that they give you, which is ludicrous, right? Like that, isn't that insane? Okay, so Navy, there's 2 of them. So there's 2 in a starter deck 06. So you might have a couple of these lying around. I do definitely myself, so might have to throw a couple copies on TCG player here. And then Finger Pistol, bang bang. EB01, this is the gift that just keeps giving. This card is now, oh my gosh, man, this was a 23-cent card. 23 cents. Now it's Absolutely insane. It is a $9 card. Wow. Anyways, if you have a couple of copies of this lying around, somehow still you haven't sold it yet, probably a good move to potentially sell this, because that is an absolute crazy price. Um, Moving onwards, Sanji. This is also from EBO2. I might have talked about this before, but it moved up to almost $3 a card. Now it's back down to $2 a card. Yeah, I mean, this was a week ago, so this had a big jump. Still $2 a card. And then Jesus has 56 copies selling at 218. So if you're selling below that, you could move your copies for a couple bucks. So that's still pretty nice. And then Eustace Kid, this guy just keeps moving up. The lowest near mint copy is $6.50 for this card. I think I mentioned in an earlier video that this was not reprinted in OP or PRB01. I was definitely mistaken. I had misremembered because I was looking through like if there's a reprint copy listed on TCG Player and I didn't see it. And the reason why I didn't see it is because in PRB01, when they reprinted this card, it's indistinguishable from the original card. So they just kind of meshed the listings together. But they did reprint this, but still, even then, I mean, as PRB01 becomes scarcer and scarcer, yeah, I mean, a lot of the cards that are still in high demand, those cards are going to go up in price. And then Sabo, this is the other way around of things, right? Things are not moving up, but things are moving down. I usually give you the good news about TCG, OP TCG, but this one, maybe not so good news. So this was at one point almost a $40 card, $35 for a near mint copy. Now it's down to 15 bucks. And the reason for that is they are going to be reprinting Sabo and PRBO2. So if you have some of these in your deck, you're not using or have some of these in your collection, I would sell it now because this thing is probably going to go down. But you know, this is kind of the trade-off, right? And this is why this card isn't like 20 cents right now or $1. And the reason for that is because PRBO2 isn't coming out until like September. So we have like 7 months to go before card prices come down, and this is still a very playable card. And the thing is, I mean, this is one of the other thing I should say, right, is this is one of the only seriously collectible or playable cards left from PRBO4. And I mean, I guess in addition to Bandmanor's Kick Horse, but that just kind of implies that, you know, PRBO4, you know, booster box prices, I really don't see this moving up anytime soon. This is what I'm trying to get at here. And then Boncure, Mr. 2 from EBO1. I have a feeling that EBO1 is going to get hit, and probably going to get hit pretty hard from PRBO2. We don't know what they're going to reprint. They've only just given 2 cards that they're going to reprint, which is obviously the Sabo, which I just showed you guys from PRBO4, and then ST17. I believe it said it was a law in ST17 that they're reprinting, if I'm not entirely mistaken. But yeah, I mean, prices for this card is $40 from EBO1, the Boncure, I mean. So you know, we'll see if prices hold for a while. This is super playable, so like it might. Marshall D. Teach, Blackbeard, U-shape. U-shape. People are just aggressively buying this card. I thought it might like take a breather at some point, but it did not. You know, you're seeing consistently 1, 2, 3 copies sold on a daily basis, and there's not that many of these around. And one thing I should say with Emperors in the New World, you know, we're kind of waiting for another reprint here. There's definitely going to be another wave with every PRB 08, 07, 06. There were 3 waves at least for their booster boxes, and Emperors in the New World, if it follows Awakening in the New Era booster reprint schedule, then we might see another 2 more waves before Emperors in the New World New World leaves the reprint cycle, maybe longer. That said, I think if this is part of your collection, congratulations. It's an absolutely awesome card. Um, I would just say that this price might move down in the near term, like 3 to 6 months, once we see that other reprint hit. And then Buggy, the same thing. So playable, I think playable in blue decks, and then this is $130 a card. I'm not a huge fan of this card, to be fair. I think he's definitely the least loved of the 4 Emperors. But it is what it is. So prices have moved up from $67, 68, $69, 67, $69, something like that, as of last week around this time, 7 days ago, and now it's doubled to $130, almost doubled to $130 for the lowest copy from Nelly TCG. The lowest Gold Star seller, $150. Crazy, crazy. So even more than doubled at that price point. And then Charlotte category, this is a reprint from PRB 01. If you guys know how to tell some of the reprints apart, sometimes I think I see it. There should be like a stamp somewhere, but maybe not. Anyways, so PRB 01 copy of category. I'm sure also the normal copy category. I haven't looked, but $15. That's pretty good, right? I mean, this fell all the way down to $8. I mean, if you guys remember, this was a like $70 card for sometimes over $100 for the alternate art version for the longest time. So this is super playable from PRB 03. Yeah, so prices are recovering here. And then that's it on One Piece. Now, last thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about is just the craziness that we're seeing in Pokemon, that I think is still drawing a lot of dollars away from One Piece, even though we're starting to see One Piece recovering. And the best way to see this is to just look at best selling, no filters, and if you just look on TCG Player, and if you just look, I mean, I was trying to look for the end of this. So this is page number 2. I'm trying to find the first non-Pokemon listing, right? Non-Pokemon listing. Is there anything here that people are buying that is not a Pokemon card? And so currently I'm 4 pages in, cannot find a single one. 5 pages in, still nothing. Let's see, 6 pages in, if we can find maybe like a magic card here and there. Definitely not. I mean, this is just crazy, right? Like, there's so much demand for Pokemon right now that's taking a lot of the focus away from other TCGs. I think so. Where I was going with this is like, guys, like, don't lose hope. It's gonna be a time when One Piece has its day again. I think that's gonna happen sooner or later. I think we all hope for sooner, but I do think that over time, as people kind of start fading away from the Pokemon hobby, and they always do, right? Maybe in 6 months, a lot of people will leave and don't want to pay scalpers prices. They will leave. I think they'll chill out, and then people will go do something else. and then maybe people want to play cards again instead of just collecting. And Pokemon is some people do play the game, but most people just collect. Whereas One Piece, it's a very much more of a playable game. And I do think that eventually we're gonna have people come back to the One Piece hobby in the way that we're not seeing it right now. I mean, it is what it is, but it is something. It's just something that I want you guys to be aware of. That um, don't be frustrated that a lot of people are just focusing on Pokemon right now. And if you plan on continuing in Pokemon like I do, I'm planning on not paying scalper prices right now. I'm holding out. I am just not buying anything right now, right? That's unreasonably priced. So I'm just gonna wait until the time comes, and prices are gonna recover. Prices in Pokemon are gonna go down. They're gonna go back to normal price, and then we're gonna do something else with our money. A lot of people scalpers are gonna leave the hobby, and we're gonna have more people go back into One Piece. I'm super excited for that. So yeah, so that's what I want to talk about. I think I've kind of hammer the point home here. Yeah, I'm 25 pages in. I can't find anything that is non-Pokemon. So again, just crazy, crazy, crazy times. By the way, this card was like a $10 card when I bought it. Yeah, this was like now lowest copy for a near mint copy is $73. So don't lose hope, guys. Things are gonna get better. Things like this card, they're gonna go back to our normal price. You know, it is what it is. Just don't lose hope. Anyways, thanks guys for listening, for watching the video. Hope you guys are having again a great day, great week. Please like, comment, subscribe, and congratulations to the winners again. C Omega 3383 and Edgar Allan Poe 7316. Send an email to valuetcg4@gmail.com. And I will see you guys next time.